Like manga shit. Give us harmony, Chabra. There you go, Dad. Here we go. Come to Germany. B'ezrat Hashem, Chavra, L'kavod Shabbos Kodesh, L'kavod Chanukah. It's crazy. 35 days until Chanukah. Where are the days going? Where are they going? I don't know. It was 160, 165 whenever we started just a moment ago, and now we're at 35. We have 5 days until the Heilige Shabbos. Hayom Yom Sheni is tomorrow. It's a big one. And we have the Rebbes, obviously, that are on, Amala and Rav Daniel. And Chavra, we have to start with a Tefillah B'Shem Kol Yisrael for Pesach, Reuven ben Yosef, Baruch Bas Yehudis, Yonah Bas Basa, Shir Bas Basa, Sinai, Reuven ben Mani, and every Neshama in Klal Yisrael. This is from Healing Leaves from Rav Nassan, right? The prescriptions for inner strength and meaning and hope. It's like letters from Rav Nassan. Oh, Lam Lam. Lam Lam. Lam Lam.
So, what's
wow.
up?
Okay, Chavra, the energy level was here. We got to bring it above the screen. Above the screen. Let's go infinite right now. Let's fire it up. So we have to strengthen ourselves anew and fortify ourselves with the utmost determination every day, each and every one of us, from wherever you may be, whether you're in Parkland, whether you're in YU, whether you're in New Rochelle. We have to renew ourselves and fortify ourselves every single day. For all of our vitality and all of our sustenance is drawn from each individual moment and from every point, by which we draw ourselves away from bad in the direction of good. Every Jew, no matter what he is like, draws all of his vitality and sustenance from his activity. In the end, we will all return to God through this. B'ezrat Hashem, Chaver, we should know the secret of renewal. Just a quick halacha l'maisa for Chanukah. On Motzei Shabbos, meaning on Saturday night, we recite Havdalah, and following that, we light the Chanukah lights. In the synagogue, they light before reciting V'yitin lecha, and may God give you. That's what it means. B'ezrat Hashem. So halacha l'maisa for Chanukah. So we're going to continue. I'm just going to disable the waiting room just in case. B'ezrat Hashem. We're on Mishna 4. Now, Slicha, the audio did not work last time. It was a bummer. There was some good Torah in there. It's good Torah, but we move on. We go weiter, and this is a really big one. So, chapter 1, Mishnah 4 in Pirkei Avot. I'm gonna read the beginning in Hebrew because the English is quite hard because there's a lot of names. So Yossi ben Yoezer ish Sereda b'Yosei ben Yochanan ish Yerushalayim kiblu mehem. Right, so he received a tradition. Yossi ben Yoezer ish Sereda says like this: let your house be a meeting place for the wise. Sit in the dust of their feet, at their feet, and drink in their words thirstily. Wow. It's a packed one. That is mamish, a packed one. So we have three things going on over here. Let your house be a meeting place for the wise. Sit in the dust at their feet and drink in their words thirstily. So we also have to ask ourselves, what do we want our house to look like? That's an open-ended question. that we should be thinking about. What do we want going on in there? We can have a little bit insight into what Rabbeinu's house looked like growing up. And it says like this. Rabbi Nachman once remarked, "What most inspired me to devote myself in serving God in truth was hearing stories about tzaddikim." Right? The one audio video that did work was the stories about Rav Shlomo Carlebach, the secrets of stories and what they represent, what they mean, just a little bit. Right? So it was hearing stories about tzaddikim. He explained that many great tzaddikim used to visit his parents' house, which had once been the home of the Baal Shem Tov, Sosagen Aleinu, Rabbi Nachman's maternal grandfather. These illustrious Hasidim would come frequently to Mezhebush to pray at the Baal Shem Tov's grave, and on their way, most of them would visit Rabbi Nachman's parents. Can you imagine all the tzaddikim, all the students of the Baal Shem who are coming through Mezhebush to daven by the kever of the Baal Shem, to go to the mikvah of the Baal Shem? They stop into Rabbi Nachman's home, and there it is. Let your house be a meeting for the wise, a meeting place for the wise. Sit in the dust of their feet. Rabbi Nachman would listen to the stories. So thus, during his youth, the Rebbe came to hear their stories, which awakened his soul, the burning desire to serve God and to strive for the highest spiritual levels. We also know, we don't want to go on a bit of a tangent over here, but just getting a little insight of Rabbi Nachman's home, right? Very tangible. Right? We see, we hear what's going on, right? We can envision it. But we also have a something very powerful in Masechet Brachot, and Daf Zayin Amud Aleph. And it says like this: it says the sages taught, attending to the needs of Torah scholars is in certain ways greater than learning from their Torah. So you would think a Rebbe giving information is the key the whole time. It's the key. It's the greatest possible way to learn from the tzaddik. But no, the Gemara is telling us something so valuable, something so precious, that just by looking and studying their actions, the way they conduct themselves in tzaddikim, the way they pass through Mezhebush and come to the house, the manners, the way they sit on the chair, the way they give over Torah, the way they say please, the way they wash the dishes. And I was zochet to experience this firsthand. I'm not going to say the tzaddik, but a tzaddik once came to my house, and we're expecting, the tzaddik to be dressed a certain way. I mean, I've known him for a long time, known the Rebbe for a long, long time, Baruch Hashem, and I knew that's not like his dress code, his apparel. I'm not going to say the name, because just in case the half a viewer is him, is the Rebbe. We don't want to reveal. But he comes to the house so unassuming, like a student, introducing himself like a student, introducing himself like this, from his first name, not I'm Rebbe so and so. Helping washing the dishes, offering to wash the dishes, cleaning the floors, playing basketball outside with the children. I mean, what more can we really ask for? It's the most unbelievable thing in the world. The most unbelievable thing in the world. So that for me was learning from the tzaddik at the highest level in the world. Learning from the Rebbes, their actions can sometimes be that much greater from the information they're giving over. Kitzer, I think that's what we're feeling right now. Questions, comments, please feel free. We had a lot more to share, but it's kind of late. Questions, comments.
Well, I found a beautiful idea where it's not the outside that matters, but it's the inside that matters.
Mamish.
It's not about the externality, it's about the internality.
No, it really is. Achi, let me just share one more thing. I want to get Ami, you definitely know the name. I was zocha to visit a tzaddik. I don't want to put you on the spot too, but I was zochet to visit a tzaddik today with a holy group with the fire tours, and I think the name is Rav Tzvi Meyer Zilversberg. Am I correct?
Yeah.
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 Baruch Hashem.
Last name was a little choppy, but
A little choppy. A little choppy. So we're sitting there, and the tzaddik comes out of his little office. Right, I'm still on fire from it. I'm still on fire. He gives the most incredible drasha in the world. Baruch Hashem, he spoke English. The Rebbe spoke English, mixture of Hebrew and English. But at the end, about 100 people were going to give a handshake to the Rebbe. And I was just exactly what Masechet Brachot is saying, and exactly what it's telling us is, what can you see, what can you learn from the Rebbe outside of the books, outside the information. And I could tell you this, that the way the Rebbe conducted himself, just shaking everyone's hand, looking at every single person in the eye, in their soul, giving them time, being in the present in every interaction, was just the highest experience in the world. And when it got up to my turn to shake the Rebbe's hand, I melted. I just melted. And Bezrat Hashem Chevra, there's more to say, but it's really the inside, like Daniel's saying. It's the inside. It's the inside of the inside of the inside. We have to access the inside. Always access the inside. So Bezrat Hashem, we just got to follow Daniel's ways, or Meyer Zilversberg's ways, and Ami Bloom, of course. And Bezrat Hashem will be on a good path if we're doing that. Ami, you having something?
Yeah. A story from about the Bava Rebbe. Someone asked the Bava Rebbe for a signature to sign his great grandfather's book, the previous Rebbe. So the Bava Rebbe took out 2 pens and a piece of paper to practice writing on the book before writing in the sefer. So, because you want to ruin the person's sefer.
Wait. Part 2 again. Part two.
Yeah. Part 1 is he took out 2 pens to practice writing his signature because he didn't want to ruin the person's sefer because it wasn't his. Part 2 is the person said, "Don't worry about it, you can just write it straight on the sefer." But the Rebbe says, "It's not my sefer. We want to practice writing. Make sure it wouldn't smudge the paper. So I practice writing on a separate paper."
Oh, what a light. What a light. That's a good one. Is that from the righteous?
Wow.
Is that from the Holy Righteous?
No, it's on the video.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a video I saw.
Yeah, send me the video.
I'll try to find it.
Baruch Hashem. Yeah, I know Daniel, you have anything more to say, or we're concluding on that?
Yeah, that's all I have in mind as of now. But, yeah, I hope next time, hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, like I wanna, I guess, mention anything else will come up to mind later.
Bezrat Hashem. Kavra, fired up. Thank you for the Bava story, and let's end off with that fire, with that holy fire, and we should all be healthy, happy, and successful. Fired up.